The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everybody. My name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for this 24th day of October. Would you believe that next Friday's Halloween? Ooh, spooky. So, the weird start time today, the meeting I thought was supposed to be yesterday at this time is actually today at 1. So, I need to be done. We can't go any later than 12:45. So, cannot start knitting after 12:45. I'll mention that probably several times over the course of the ballgame. So, here we go. The 49 Yankees and 78 Dodgers. The road teams have won their respective games in this series so far, so we have a decisive Game 3 in Los Angeles on a gorgeous night. Allie Reynolds gets the call for the Yankees, while Don Sutton, who was lit up like a Christmas tree in his prior playoff start, gets the call for the Dodgers. The winners move on to the finals. And if it is the Dodgers that win this one, they will have home field for the finals. They await whoever wins this will face the winner of the 88 Red Sox and 56 Yankees, which begins next week at Yankee Stadium. So with all that, a word from our No. With all that, let's settle this series. It's the Yankees and the Dodgers. The winner moves on. The loser goes back in the envelope. As Retro Sports Network presents the Retro Sports Network Greatest Hits Tournament. Today, from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, California, it is the 1978 Los Angeles Dodgers and the 1949, New York Yankees. Burp up that lunch run. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find Dave and his friends on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. As we said, a gorgeous night in LA, 82 degrees, winds left to right at 4, clear skies for an elimination game. And for Don Sutton, he's hoping it's not an elimination game for him. He is 33, throws a fastball at 86, and a fly ball pitcher. He went in Game 2 in St. Louis and somehow won despite these numbers. 2 2/3, 59 pitches, 8 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, and 2 strikeouts. That was the game the Cardinal bullpen blew? Oh, he didn't get the win. The Dodgers won. So he got the start and was pulled early because he couldn't get anybody out. So time for some retribution from Sutton. If you're rooting for the Dodgers and looking at the poll, you guys are rooting for the Dodgers. This will be the lineup he'll face. Phil Rizzuto, who's had a monster tournament, leads off at short. Gene Woodling in left will bat second. Joe DiMaggio in center goes third. Tommy Henrich in right will clean up. Hank Bauer is a DH again today. He'll bat fifth. Yogi Berra behind the plate batting sixth. Snuffy Sternweiss at second batting seventh. Poor Jerry Coleman. Bobby Brown at third bats eighth. And Billy Johnson, again the hero from Game 1, is at first batting ninth. And Sutton can give you 130 pitches. Brass tacks that can probably get you a complete game if you need it. You got Charlie Huff on full rest. You got Terry Forster on full rest. He gets you 7, and they're ahead. Chances are the Dodgers are moving on. Very famous last words. Ron Cey is a 7 at third. It was his home run that put the Dodgers up yesterday, or when we did Game 2. Billy Russell is an 8 and a 7 at short. Davey Lopes a 10 and a 10 at second. Steve Garvey a 9 at first. Dusty Baker a 7 and a 4 at left. Billy North, the better defender in center field, is a 5 and a 3. Rick Monday is your DH. And Reggie Smith is a 5 and an 8 behind the plate, or in right field. Joe Ferguson behind the plate, a 6 and a 4. And Sutton an 8 on the mound with a 1,000 fielding percentage. How you doing, Andy? Let's go. Andy's rooting for the Dodgers today, but the Blue Jays tonight. Game 1 of the World Series. Triple G. Let's go Dodgers for now. So the split is the Dodgers for this, but not for that. And apparently I don't get your screen names anymore. I get your handles. I don't know. Phil Rizzuto, 8 for 20 in the tournament. A double, an RBI, and 3 runs scored. Sutton begins game 3. That's a line shot into right center. And the scooter is in fuego. Is he going to go for 3? Nope, he's into second with a double. For Gene Woodling, 4 for 20. This is the 6th game for both the Yankees and the Dodgers. The Yankees and Expos went the distance, and the Dodgers and Cardinals went the distance, and obviously this series has gone the distance as well. Woodling 4 for 20, that's 200 with 2 doubles, 2 runs scored. And he bunts and fouls it off, and the count is 0-2. So Garvey and Say come in, get the bullpen on the phone. Yeah, Sutton did not pitch well against St. Louis, and it'll be a short leash for him today if the Yankees get up. However, the Yankees got 2, or the Dodgers got 2 in game 2 in the first, and the Yankees responded with 2 of their own. Woodling swings, ground ball to Russell over to Garvey for the out, and the scooter moves on to third. 1 away for DiMaggio. Joe is hitting 200, 4 for 20. He has a home run, however, and 7 RBI. There are Yankee fans who do watch my stuff. Wonder if they'll be in here today or not. I haven't seen DeMarco in a few days. He's been doing 72 Action PC replay, or Action PC baseball. Pitch to DiMaggio. That should score Rizzuto. North will grab it. Phil tags and scores without a throw, and the Yankees nothing. 2 out, nobody on for a Henrik. So for oh yeah, Mr. Gorky. And you were there the night that Joe Carter duplicated his Bill Mazeroski's dramatic finish. We talked about that, I believe, in game 1. Hearing Vin Scully on the call. I gotta get used to who everyone is again. YouTube is changing stuff around. Henrik up the middle. North is there, and that will do. So the Yankees get a hit and cash in on the DiMaggio sac fly. Half an inning in the books, 1-0. YouTube is not getting enough video. Okay. And why aren't we getting enough video? We should be. I don't know. The Winchester Rifle. Don't know, it's a Super Chief, Allie Reynolds. 1-0 in this tournament. Game 3 against Montreal. He went 7 innings, 34 years old. Fastball at 85. And a standard pitcher. In that 6-2 win in New York 4 days ago. So he's on 3 days rest. 7 innings, 133 pitches, 8 hits, 2 runs, both earned, a home run. He walked 2 and struck out 6. Yeah, Greg has gone to every Blue Jay postseason game ever until this year. Did you make any of them? The prices tonight are ridiculous. It's $1,000 for game 1. Here's how the Dodgers will line up. Davey Lopes leads off at second. Rick Monday, the DH, will bat second. Reggie Smith and Wright will go third. Steve Garvey cleans up at first. Ron Say at third will bat fifth. Dusty Baker in left goes sixth. Joe Ferguson behind the plate batting seventh. Billy Russell at short goes eighth. And Bill North will try that double leadoff spot at 9. Reynolds, kind of like Sutton, theoretically can give you 8, but the leash will be short. Defensively for New York, Bobby Brown a 4 at third, Phil Rizzuto a 10 and a 9 at short, Snuffy Sternweiss a 3 and a 5 at second, Billy Johnson a 2 at first, Gene Woodling a 3 and a 3 in left, Joe DiMaggio a 10 and an 8 in center, and Henrik a 3 and a 5 in right. Does Reynolds throw the split finger slow ball? Oh, not this season. Yeah, I can't blame you for that. 85-mile-an-hour fastball that he kind of wraps around his fingers. Lopes 5 for 21 on the tournament, 238, a solo homer, and 2 doubles. Popped up. Rizzuto and Brown converge on the grass, and it will be Bobby Brown 1 out for Rick Monday. 3 for 15, 200, a homer, and 2 RBI. What's the feeling around town? People must be excited. It's the first Blue Jay World Series appearance in 32 years. Pitch to Monday. Fly ball to right. Back goes Henrik. That is well hit, but Tommy will corral it to make the catch. 2 out. For Reggie Smith, hitting .263. That's 5 for 19. The splitter is a forkball reimagined. Yes, it is. Roger Craig preached that. Roger Clemens pitched it well. Reggie has a home run and 4 RBI. Got him. So Reynolds wraps up the first inning. 2-2 fastball swung on and missed. After 1 in Game 3, Yankees 1, Dodgers nothing. So Bauer, the DH, Berra, and Sternweiss to face Sutton here in the second. Bauer 1 for 7. That 1 hit being a triple, and he scored. Fly ball, left field. Baker going back. Dusty turns and watches it go. Bauer runs the bases. He hits his first home run of this tournament into the bullpen and left, and it's 2-0 New York. Mr. Gorky, who doesn't need to be neutral anymore, he doesn't work for the CBC, says, I don't think fans are as out of touch as Leaf fans who think they'll win every year. In America, that makes you Yankee fans. Oh, snap. Yogi Berra, 3 for 20, a home run and 2 RBI. So Sutton's only thrown 15 pitches, but both of the Yankee hits have been hard. Popped up. Russell into foul territory, third base side, and Bill will make the catch, 1 away. For Snuffy Sternweiss, 3 for 13. The Yankees have not hit all that well, except for Rizzuto. And Johnson is the only other one that has a batting average over 250. Snuffy, 3 for 13, 3 doubles, and 2 RBI. Got him. So Sutton finally got a strikeout, and 0-2 off-speed pitch, 2 out for Bobby Brown. Bobby 4 for 19. However, 3 of those hits were extra bases, 2 doubles, a homer. He's driven in 3. Yeah, oh, absolutely. If they lose, it must be an upset. I did love seeing Vladdy Guerrero coming in before Game 7 wearing an Austin Matthews jersey, and the jokes that came around, oh, so someone in a Leafs jersey finally won a Game 7. Pitch to Brown, fly ball, left field. Say on the grass will make the grab at shallow left, and that will do. However, the solo homer from Bauer is the lone hit in the inning. No errors. After 1.5 in Game 3, Yankees 2, Dodgers nothing. I shouldn't pick on the Leafs like that. Chris Waterfield, a very good friend of the channel, is a huge Leafs fan who grew up in Alberta. It'll be Garvey, Say, and Baker to face Reynolds here in the second. Garvey at 150, 3 for 20, a double, and 3 RBI. Vladdy is a leader, and I think it's one of the big reasons why the Jays are where they are this year. Pitch to Garvey, fly ball, center field. DiMaggio flips down to Sonny G's, 1 out. And just like in Game 1, Joe, it's nighttime. You don't need the Sonny G's. Joe doesn't listen to anybody. Ron Say, 4 for 18, 2 home runs, and they've both been huge. The 3-run shot in Game 3 against the Cardinals in the 6th, or in the 8th, that 6-run inning, and the big one, solo shot in Game 2 in New York that put the Dodgers ahead. He's also walked and struck out 3 times. Pitch from Reynolds. Fly ball left field. Back goes Woodling, and Mean Gene, the fielding machine, will make the catch on the track. 2 out for Dusty Baker. 4 for 20. 4 singles and a strikeout. And so, as I said in the open, I can't start an inning after 12:45 because the meeting I thought was yesterday, which is why we didn't do Game 3 yesterday, is today at 1. Fly ball, left field, Woodling in the alley will make the grab, and that will do. So Reynolds 6 up, 6 down, no runs, no hits, no errors after 2. Yankees 2, Dodgers nothing. So Johnson, Rizzuto, and Woodling to face Sutton here in the third. Billy at 278, that home run in Game 1, a 3-run shot that won the game for New York, and 5 RBI. Actually, my wife and I had brunch today. Delivered some delicious sourdough toast and home fries. Eggs were okay. And the bacon, it's Vermont. You don't find bad bacon in a restaurant in Vermont. Next time I meet some stranger in an alley for French dip, we'll have to do something that has bacon in it. Pitch to Johnson, fly ball, or popped up left side. Say, reaching into Sands, and Michael Jackson took that away. Hee. And the count is 1-2. The reason why I brought that up, not to brag about my lunch, but it's the first place that they also serve Mexican food. It was burritos and eggs. We chose the breakfast route. The wifey got French toast with blueberries, and I had a bite of that, and that was excellent. But you couldn't get coffee to go there. I've never heard of a place that wouldn't do 2 things. So I'm working on my coffee from Dunk's. Sutton opening 9, a tidy 30 pitches, 2 1/3, 2 hits, the home run to Bauer, and a strikeout. Greg was playing left field once when he normally played third base when I saw the ball go up through the lights but didn't see it come down. Yeah, Andy, you live in New England. You can't go to a diner and get bad bacon. A lot of it here is local, too. So, let's go Bombers. Uh-oh. You hit you in the left shoulder, and you saw the runner rounding first, and you gunned him down to second. How about that? The Scooter doubled his first time up and scored. And that is in the right. That will drop in front of Smith for a hit. And Phil Rizzuto has had a monster series. He had 3 hits in the Yankees Game 1 win. He has 2 tonight and had 3 in the Game 3 win over Montreal. Gene Woodling is 0 for 1. Fly ball, center field. North comes in, makes the catch, and Rizzuto goes back. 2 out for DiMaggio, who doesn't get credit for the sac fly. Uh-oh. Nope. That wasn't there. You think you heard Mel Allen tell you that he was out at second? How about that? At least it wasn't a Ballantine blast. Sutton throws over to first, and Rizzuto is back. 2-0 Yankees in the third. Runner goes to throw down the Lopes, and the Scooter has a steal. So runner in scoring position. Holy cow. In a 1-strike count to DiMaggio. Fly ball left center. Back goes North. Well hit, but Billy will track it down. And the Yankees leave on a runner for the first time today. No runs, a hit, no errors. Bottom 3 here in Los Angeles. Yankees 2, Dodgers nothing. So somebody voted for the Yankees. I believe it was John. Ferguson, Russell, and North to face Reynolds here in the third. Fergie 6 for 16. He's caught every game. 2 doubles, a homer, and 4 RBI. I have personally nothing against Steve Yeager, but all things considered, Yeager was a shortstop that caught. All glove, no bat. He grounds that one foul, third base side. And it's a 1-2 count. Reynolds deals. That's to third. Brown on the grass almost. Throws to Johnson for the out. One away for Bill Russell, 6 for 18. A double, a triple, and an RBI. Don't know next week's schedule yet. I know it won't be Monday. I think game 1 will be Tuesday night at 7 of the Red Sox and the Yankees from New York. Pitch to Russell. Popped up. Rizzuto, rainmaker on this clear night, will make the grab. 2 out for Billy North. 2 for 14. He does have a stolen base. 2 singles, 2 runs, and 3 strikeouts. Bo Bichette is all bat and no glove. Greg, if you watched the Red Sox in the late 90s, you knew that was pretty much the entire Boston Red Sox team. North, sharp ground ball to first. Johnson takes it himself, and that will do. Still, I didn't fix the Dodgers are not the Halos. They are the Bums, and they trail after 3-2. So Henrik, Bauer, and Berra to face Sutton here in the fourth. Tommy 0 for 1. Struck him out. That's 2 for Sutton. I saw a meme the other day, and I cannot pronounce the name of the Blue Jay pitcher as Henrik chased an 0-2 fastball. He started his year in what? Low A? Greg's going to know exactly what I'm talking about. And when he made the ALCS, they had a picture of him in like the 5 different uniforms he was in. He went through every minor league level this year and is now on the World Series roster. I'm imagining he will start one of those games too, right? Bauer homered in the second, his first time up. I mean, that is, I mean, if you had written a book and sent that, kid does good, it would be like going from playing in your high school hockey championship in March to playing for the Stanley Cup in June. It just doesn't happen. Trey is Savage. How much did I butcher that? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What a story. Pitch to Bauer. Fly ball, left field. Baker again going back, but Dusty, nope, that will hit the wall. Bauer is on his way to third, and so Hank has a triple. So Sutton only went through 2 2/3 in his game against St. Louis, and I'll concede Bauer, but he's pretty much at brass tacks. Yogi Berra 0 for 1. He starts game 1 of the World Series tonight. That is incredible. That'd be like Taylor Swift in an entire album about you. Pitch to Berra. Fly ball, right center. That will get home Bauer. North makes the catch. Bauer tags and scores without a throw. And it's now 3-0 New York. Sternweiss struck out his first time up. I mean, Angels in the outfield. I mean, that is every, if you build it, Ray, they will come story you could ever have. Blake Snell going for the Dodgers. I mean, that kid has got to be so pumped. Sternweiss in the right. Reggie Smith will make the catch, and that'll do. However, Hank Bauer trying to steal Billy Johnson's thunder in the MVP race. Yankees get another run on his triple and a hit, which was his, and after 3.5, it's 3-0 New York. So here's how we got here. Yamamoto for the Dodgers in Game 2, and to be determined for Toronto. That would be tomorrow night. It's weird that that the World Series is starting on a Friday and not a Saturday, so Fox can't get out of football on Sunday with a World Series game. If you joined us, here's how we got here in this series. Game 1 was Tuesday night. Yankees 5-4, Rizzuto 3 hits. And then Wednesday afternoon, we did Game 2. And the Dodgers, behind a Ron Say homer, beat the Yankees 3-2, and that's why we're here in Game 3. Reynolds 9 up, 9 down. Davey Lopes 0 for 1. Alley, 39 pitches, 3 innings, and a hit. Oh, I forgot about Sunday Night Football. Who's playing this week on Sunday Night Football? Yeah, Steve, the Chauncey Billups arrested. You just knew it was a matter of time when everything is sponsored by DraftKings or that it would get there. And you can seriously get a prop bet on pretty much anything. How many times will I get it called to the wrong field in a game? You could probably get an over-under for that, too. Gausman getting an extra day rest. A day game in the World Series, I think, only would work on a Saturday. Or at Sunday afternoon at 4:30. Pitch to Lopes. There's a fly ball, shallow center. DiMaggio will make the grab. 1 out for Monday, who's 0 for 1. Packers-Steelers. Yeah, that'll get a pretty good rating. But with the NFL playing 19 nights a week, you're going to have to run into it. I remember a time when they didn't have a Sunday night game during the World Series. They played them on a Thursday night, and that baseball takes center stage. But that was before I got my catheter and my choppers. Ground ball to first. Johnson's got it. And Monday's retired, 2 out. Reggie Smith is 0 for 1. And that's why old man Periwinkle isn't in charge of anything. No, you wouldn't want a Game 7 on a 4:30 on a Saturday afternoon. Oh, absolutely. I saw someone post a meme today. It was Jordan wearing a White Sox uniform. This is how the NBA handled their gambling problems 30 years ago, and it's so true. Reggie Smith struck out his first time up. Allie Reynolds deals, and that's the first base runner for the Dodgers. A 2-out walk here in the 4th for Garvey, who's 0 for 1. It's one of the reasons I think Phil Mickelson joined the Live Tour. I don't know why it's saying there's errors. That is to Sternweiss over to Rizzuto, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, and no errors. Dodgers finally strand a runner. We go to the 5th in Game 3. Yankees 3, Dodgers nothing. Brown, Johnson, and Rizzuto to face Sutton here in the 5th. And Bobby's 0 for 1. To 3rd, Say over to Garvey, 1 out. Again, the early start as we hit the noon hour because I've got a meeting at 1 and need to be done, regardless of the situation, by 12:45. Billy Johnson is 0 for 1. Yeah, I think one-day game would be fine, but a clincher would have to be in prime time. There is a base hit in the left field. Baker will throw it in, and Billy holds with a single. That's the 5th hit for New York. 18 batters for Sutton, 60 pitches, 4 1/3, 5 hits. The home run. Sutton allowed 29 in real life, by the way, and he has struck out 2. Rizzuto is hitting .455 in this tournament. 2 for 2 today, a single, a double, a stolen base, and a run scored. I did know that. Michael Jordan's manager in Birmingham was Terry Francona, who needs to be in Cooperstown. I didn't realize until I had to go on to LinkedIn for some spam offer, that one of our viewers now got a hold of me on LinkedIn about a year ago. I'm not going to say who it was. And Billy Johnson goes to second because Sutton threw it away. An 0-2 that didn't have enough Vaseline on it, and it went over the head of Ferguson, and the count is a ball and 2 strikes. To short, Russell over to Garvey. And Johnson holds 2 out for Woodling. Gene is 0 for 2. Terry was in Montreal a long time. Injuries derailed him. Came in as a highly touted prospect. I mean, Tito was a very good player. Bart Lowe. This guy is Champagne on Ice. How are you? We had to start early today because I've got an appointment in an hour. So, wanted to make sure we had time to finish it up. Gene Woodling is 0 for 2. Fly ball, left field. Baker down in the corner. And the Goats got it. 0 and 2. Sutton deals. And that got away from Ferguson. So Sutton has uncorked 2 wild pitches in the inning. That 0-2 sailed over Fergie's head. And the home plate umpire just tosses out a thing of Vaseline. My word. So 1-2 count. And Woodling draws the walk, and Tommy has to go get him. Especially with DiMaggio at the plate. 3-11. Who's going to be the best? It'll be Charlie Huff, who hasn't pitched in this series, but he did go twice and got 2 wins in the Cardinal series. Charlie's 30. He throws the knuckler. We'll ignore the fastball. And a ground ball pitcher. He went 2 2/3 in Game 3. He was a lucky pitcher on the mound when the Dodgers exploded for 6 in the 8th. 2 2/3, 39 pitches, so he's on full rest. A hit and a strikeout. So against the Cardinals, 4 1/3, 2 hits and 3 Ks to get the 2 wins. Comes in trying to slam the door. It's 3-0 New York. DiMaggio sack fly in the first with the RBI. He's now driven in 8 on the tournament. To short, Russell goes to Lopes, and that will do. Halfway home on a fall day in Burlington. Not too bad, not too good. The Yankees 3, Dodgers nothing. Good morning, Mr. Howard. So here's how we got here. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Yankees, who, if they win the series. And the Dodgers have bagels. Joe DiMaggio, a sac fly in the first, and in that era, in 49, would have counted as an at-bat. I wonder if someone must have done the math for Teddy Williams, taking those sac flyouts. I think I saw was, 417, not 406? Anyway, Hank Bauer, a massive home run in the second to make it 2-0, and then Yogi Berra, a sac fly in the fourth to make it 3-0. Don Sutton's day is done, 4 2/3. He's not pitched well in either of his starts in this tournament. 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, a homer, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Because Sutton went today, it would be very unlikely if the Dodgers come back to win this game that he would pitch as a starter in the final. You would probably go John, Roden, and whoever I pitched before. Allie Reynolds, 4 innings, a walk, and a strikeout. That's going to drive me nuts. Ron Say, 0 for 1. Struck him out. That's 2 for Reynolds, a full count curve. All right, that's driving me nuts. Rick Roden. Bert Hooten. So Happy Hooten would go in the series too, if the Dodgers win. Dusty Baker's 0 for 1. So Sutton just didn't have it in either of his starts. Into right, Henrik by the foul line and the half wall. Tommy can't get there, and it's a full count. Yep, Reynolds is doing his best Don Larson impression. Reynolds deals, and Baker hits a ground ball to short. Rizzuto deep in the hole, over to Johnson, 2 out. So Scotty Howard will call the Dodgers together after this half inning. It just says close your eyes and swing. Joe Ferguson 0 for 1. Reynolds deals. Fly ball left field. Back goes Woodling. And Gene, the fielding machine, makes the catch, and you see it right there. What is it about deciding games against the Dodgers that brings out the best of Yankee pitching? After 5, Yankees 3, Dodgers nothing. So Henrik, Bauer, and Barra to face Huff, who did not allow any of those Sutton runners to score. Tommy 0 for 2 with a K. So does Steve. There is a line drive, and Henrik draws the walk. It'll be Bauer, who has a triple and a home run today. It's 6 triples in 49, and homer 10 times in 301 at-bats. He scored twice. He scored 2 of the 3 Yankee runs. Popped up. Right side. Lopes cuts off Garvey. In fact, he was on the grass in the infield. 1 out. For Yogi Berra. Is this skipping for anyone else? The video. Yogi 0 for 2. Although he does have a sac fly. Ground ball to third. Say. Lopes for 1. Berra's going to reach. So 2 out. And 1 on for Snuffy Sternweiss. Snuffy 0 for 2. He has singled. It is skipping. It says it's going right through. No, we have some drop frames. It didn't tell me that. Now it says it's okay. YouTube is being persnickety. Nope. No, I've a couple skips intermittently. It's told me a couple times that it has skipped. And I checked to see, and my bandwidth up to YouTube was full. Just in case you're wondering, for those technical people, we pretty much do 8 megabits a second up. Ground ball to first. Garvey to the bag, and that will do. So the Yankees, no runs, no hits, no errors. They've left on 4, and after 5.5 in Game 3, it is the Yankees 3, the Dodgers nothing. If that happens, let me know. I'm not sure what I can do about it. We'll try to figure it out, though. Russell is 0 for 1. North and Lopes to follow here in the 6th. Allie Reynolds has only thrown 73 pitches through 5. Into right. Henrik going back. 1 out. For Billy North, who's 0 for 1. Reynolds has done his job. I think you get another inning. Of course, Allie is going to go for more than that. You can get the game to Joe Page with 6 outs to go, and I think the Yankees win this. Pitch to North, and that's a walk. So Reynolds has now walked 2. The lone 2 runners for the Dodgers today. Davey Lopes is 0 for 2. Reynolds, 18 batters, 84 pitches, 5 1/3. 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. We will not do anything with North. Swung on into center field. DiMaggio, again with the sunglasses, 1 out. DiMaggio makes a sliding catch, 2 out. That wasn't a skip, that was the announcer. Joe always looks so forlorn in his pictures, doesn't he? So 2 out, 3-0 New York here in the 6th. Monday is 0 for 2. North on first. Reynolds deals. Ground ball to third. Brown goes to first, and Monday is out on a bang-banger. And Reynolds just with a Cheshire-eating grin as he goes back to the dugout. Dodgers get a walk. They leave a man on after 6, 3-0 New York. So Brown, Johnson, and Rizzuto to face Charlie Huff in what probably will be Huff's last inning. Up the middle, Lopes with a good stop behind the bag, 1 out. Billy Johnson 1 for 2, a single. Got him. So Huff a 1-2 changeup. 2 out for Rizzuto, who was 2 for 3 today, hitting .435. A double, a single, a stolen base, and a run scored. Got him. Stretch time, 3-0 Yankees. The lag on my end is about a full batter. So Allie Reynolds working on something pretty special here at Dodger Stadium. Reggie Smith, Steve Garvey, and Ron Say to face him in the 7th. Reggie, one of the 2 Dodger base runners, he has walked and struck out. Fly ball, right field. Back goes Henrik. Tommy to the track, 1 out. For Steve Garvey, who is 0 for 2. It is a warm night here in L.A., now 76 degrees, and what little breeze is coming in from Malibu. Garvey laces this one foul, or from Hollywood. The stadium outfield faces the San Gabriels with downtown behind it. 2-2. Garvey breaks up the no-hitter. How about that? And DiMaggio makes a bad play. Garvey's on his way to third. He's going to run on Jolton Joe's arm, and that's not in time. And so Garvey breaks up the no-no with 1 out in the 7th with a triple. And look who's up. Ronnie Say is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. But all through this, clutch hit after clutch hit. 3-0 New York here in the 7th. 1 out. Pitch to Say is a ground ball to Sternweiss. Garvey comes home. Say is retired, and the Dodgers are on the board. It's 3-1. Yanks will make that trade anytime. Dusty Baker, 0 for 2. So, again, no-hitter. Yankees 3, Dodgers 1. Pitch to Baker. Reynolds struck him out. He lost a no-hitter, but he still leads the ballgame. After 7, Dodgers get a run on the Garvey triple, a hit, and no errors. We go to the 8th here in Los Angeles. Yankees 3, Dodgers 1. So Woodling, DiMaggio, and Henrik to face Huff, and Charlie should get a base runner. Gene is 0 for 2 with a walk. And that's the base runner right there as Woodling punches it into left center for a single. Just the 6th hit for the Yankees. So now, who will face Joey D in the Starlighters? It's going to be Bob Welch. Welch can finish this up. He went one game against the Cardinals. It's his rookie year. Bob is 21 years old, fastball at 88, and a ground ball pitcher. In that Game 2 win over St. Louis, he didn't figure in the decision. 3 1/3, 44 pitches, a hit, a walk, and a strikeout. But pitch count-wise, he can get you 6 outs and more. DiMaggio has an RBI. That sac fly came in the first. And in 49, sac flies counted as at-bats. Throw down to Lopes, and Woodling steals the bag, so the Yankees go running, and they put Woodling in scoring position in an insurance run. Bart's happy about that. So 1 strike count to DiMaggio. Up the middle, base hit. Woodling around third, and he'll hold. North does not have a good arm, and you would have thought that Woodling would have been gone. But Woodling holds in the corners and nobody out for Henrik. Smith in the alley cuts it off for the out, and Woodling holds again. Now Reggie Smith made a sliding catch to get the out. But the Yankees, you can't be leaving runners on third. They had a runner on third and nobody out, and Gene Woodling is still there. For Hank Bauer, who was 2 for 3, he homered in the second, and we'll wait. We got a buffer. We good? Someone want to let me know if we're good again? Who's the third base coach? I don't know. Oh, it's Frankie Crissetti. We're good. Okay. It's the original number 1. It's Crissetti. You don't want to take that chance against the Dodgers. Welch deals. Bauer pops it up. The Yankees aren't going to score. That's incredible. Russell makes the catch out in the outfield, and there's 2 out. I thought there was 3 out. Anyway, Yogi Berra is 0 for 3. Welch almost is out of it. Now, if this was Reggie Jackson, you know he'd strike him out. Perhaps Gene had a brain cramp twice. Drops one down, foul. Check swing, and the count is 0-2. All right. Yeah, I saw the warning there. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to Russell, over to Garvey, and the Yankees aren't going to score. Wow. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors. Bart, that's on the AI. That's not on me. How do you put a runner on third with nobody out, and they do not score? Bottom of the 8th here at Dodger Stadium. Scotty's voodoo doll's working. Yankees 3, Dodgers 1. So Ferguson, Russell, and North to face Reynolds here in the 8th. Fergie 0 for 2. Reynolds throwing a gem. Base hit. Left center field. Ferguson around and is into second with a double. He is the tying run is now Bill Russell. Do you bunt here? The temptation for me would be to lay one down. The AI is malfunctioning. Well, that's what you get when you put the engine through ChatGPT. What's the thought on a bunt here for Russell? Or do you swing? Maybe Alejandro Kirk wouldn't score here either, but he's quite slow. It two fly balls, and he couldn't score. I was just perplexed by that. No bunt, down by 2. Thank you, Mark Russell. All right, we're swinging. Pitch to Russell. There's a ground ball to Johnson. Does the same thing anyway. Fergie to third. 1 out for Billy North, who is 0 for 1 with a walk. Yankees 3, Dodgers 1. 1 out, 8th inning. Dodgers, this was the inning against the Cardinals. They put up a 6 spot and came back and won. If the Dodgers win, they will host game 1 and 3, if need be, at the final. Pitch to North. Struck him out. Reynolds got him to chase a 2-2. We swung, and it moved him over. Lopes is 0 for 3. Reynolds, 27 batters, 7 2/3. 2 hits. The 1 run coming from Garvey in the 7th. He's walked 2 and struck out 4. And Lopes draws the walk. Runners on the corners. Lopes the tying run. And Monday, something that no Canadian ever wants to hear, the winning or the potential go-ahead run. Rick is 0 for 3 today and 3 for 18 on the tournament. Joe Page loosening for the Yankees in the pen with 2 out here in the 8th. And Berra gives Reynolds a moment and Page a moment. Monday into right center field. Ferguson's going to score. Lopes is around third. We're tied up. Rick Monday does it again. And it's a 3-3 tie with 2 out in the 8th for Reggie Smith. Now, Monday is a DH. Lee Lacy will pinch run. Smith is 0 for 2, a walk and a strikeout. I think you got to go get Allie Reynolds. .318, so Joe Page will come in. Page, making his 4th appearance, has a save. He's 31. He is called Fireman. Fastball at 92. A fly ball pitcher. He went in game 1 here in Los Angeles, 2 1/3, 53 pitches, a hit. He walked 2 and struck out 2. In his 3 games, he has thrown 5 innings. 3 hits, he's walked 2 and struck out 5. The save came in Game 3 against Montreal. So Lacy will score on a hit, I guarantee it. Dodgers have only had 3 hits in this one. This whole tournament has just been so wonderful. Reggie Smith walks, here comes Garvey. So Lacy the go-ahead run, and Smith an insurance run. Garvey tripled today. He broke up the no-hitter in the 7th and scored the first Dodger run. So Lacy on second, Smith on first, 2 out in a 3-3 tie. Garvey swings right center field. Back goes DiMaggio, and Joe makes the catch. Look who's leading off the bottom of the 9th for the Dodgers. Just saying that. They come through again. Scotty, someone want to give Scotty some smelling salts? 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors. To the 9th we go in a 3-3 tie. So Sternweiss, Brown, and Johnson to face Bob Welch. And again, Gene Woodling holding on third with fly balls in the outfield will come back to haunt the Yankees, especially if they lose. They've left on 6. The Dodgers have left on 4. Sternweiss 0 for 3 with a K. That's into center field, a base hit. We got 20 minutes. We could probably play 2 full innings. Bobby Brown 0 for 3. I've got a meeting at 1, so I need to be done by quarter of. Brown 0 for 3. Sternweiss, a good runner on first. And they throw, and Snuffy's back. Throw down to Russell. They got him! Welch threw a strike, and so did Fergie. Right down to Russell, and there's 1 out. Casey is trying to find the Chesterfields. Bobby Brown is 0 for 3 and a 1-strike count with 1 out in the 9th. That is in the right center field. Billy Johnson 1 for 3. He has singled and struck out. And he walks. And the go-ahead run is in scoring position for Phil Rizzuto, who is 2 for 4. He has singled, doubled, stolen a base, and scored. Mr. Whitehill. Yep, Bobby Brown has to have the prerogative to do something here. We're going to wait for the buffering to go away. Make the world go away. Let me know when it's good again. I think we're good, right? Every once in a while, it'll drop frames. Okay. So Rizzuto at the plate. It's Brown on second. Johnson on first in a 3-3 tie. Ground ball to third. Say. Lopes. Rizzuto's going to reach. They get Johnson 2 out. And again, the Yankees have a runner on third for Gene Woodling, who really should atone for his non-base running in the 8th. He's 1 for 3. A stolen base and a walk. My word, Welch trying to hang in there. To third, it's Say. Over to first. Got him! On a bang-banger. Wow. So Say makes 2 stops in the field. Woodling was running. And again, go back to the 8th inning. And Woodling not scoring on those fly balls. So look who's up. It's Ron Say, who is 0 for 3 today. His 2 home runs in this tournament. The 6-run 8th inning in Game 3 against the Cardinals, where he hit the 3-run shot, and the solo shot in Game 2 that put the Dodgers up. So Page to face Say, Baker, and Ferguson here in the 9th. Cardiac time in Los Angeles. Pitch to Say, ball 4. The winning run is on. Gene thought they were saying Alley Oxenfree. Baker, 0 for 3, 4 for 23 in the tournament. Dodgers have had 3 hits today. Yankees have had 9. Baker, that's in the left center field. Past Rizzuto for a base hit. Say will hold at second. And the winning run is in scoring position. You could go with Teddy Martinez. You pinch hit for Ferg? Yeah, you do. And you're going to pinch hit Johnny Oates, who's 0 for 1 in the tournament. So Teddy Martinez, the winning run on second. Dusty Baker puts up the Adirondack chair on first. And Johnny Oates with the reverse splits hopes to win the ball game. Nobody out in a 3-3 tie in the bottom of the ninth. Page and Berra have a word. Base hit right field. Here comes Martinez. Henrik throws to the plate. They got him. Oh, that's why you do it. That's why you do it. Billy Johnson made a poor play. There's now 1 out. You can't lose the game that way. So Baker now is the winning run. Oates on first for Billy Russell, who's 0 for 3. Oh, that was close. You got to send him, right? It was only a 59% chance, but with no, you got to send him. Crowd reacting to my managerial skills. Yeah, you had to send him. Absolutely. Russell. Baker on second. Oates on first. That's a base hit in the left center field. DiMaggio will let it get past him. Baker's going to walk home, and the Dodgers have walked off the series. Start spreading the news. We're coming back to L.A. Oh, my word. Allie Reynolds took a no-hitter into the 7th, and the Yankees blow it. Oh, my word. Dusty Baker with the toothpick scores. And it is in time, indeed, for a happy recap. Sorry, Bart. You want the 56 team to win anyway, right? So 2 hours and 32. Rupert, they're not rigged, trust me. I mean, every team that's in there, this tournament, has deserved to have been here. I mean, this has been fun. Wow. 4 runs. 6 hits and no errors. Bart, you still got a team left in the tournament. But congrats to LA. Well, if the Red Sox win next week, and Game 3 would be in New York. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for LA. They left on 4. Allie Reynolds, they've just given him a keg in the Yankee clubhouse. Yankees, 3 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. They left on 8. And again, Gene Woodling, you just knew that was trouble when he didn't score. They'd runner on third, nobody out, and you can't move? Reynolds, 7 2/3, 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 3 and struck out 4. Joe Page, 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, and 2 walks. Don Sutton, again, a terrible start. 4 2/3, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned. The home run to Bauer. He walked 1 and struck out 2. But the Dodger pen does its job. Charlie Huff, 2 1/3, a hit, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Oh, my word. This has been fantastic baseball. If you're on the fence about this game, don't be. This is just fantastic stuff. Bob Welch, 2 innings, came in a jam and got out of it. 3 hits and a walk. And the Dodgers will host Game 1 of the finals, whether it will be... Oh, Cal Raleigh, Major League Player of the Year. 60 home runs as a catcher, for crying out loud. So the Dodgers will host either the 88 Red Sox or the 56 Yankees. Now, chances are Tuesday night at 7 for Game 1. So just a night game. We know that people don't like the night game so much, but that's what we're shooting for the Yankees and the Red Sox from New York. Thank you so much. The Dodgers are moving on. They have beaten the Cardinals in dramatic fashion, and now the Yankees in dramatic fashion. How about that? Enjoy your weekend, everybody. So long. The final score here again, the Dodgers 4, the Yankees 3. We'll see you Tuesday night.